Hello everyone, welcome back to my video tutorial. This is video tutorial number 2. In our last video tutorial, I started a new series named Node.js Authentication app with passport Jsonwebtoken. So in our last tutorial, I completed database.js, passport.js, user.js and server.js file. And today I am going to start with the route.js file. So I am writing var passport require passport and jwt JSON web token, and here user models user, and here config database. Okay, then module exports equal to anonymous function, and we are getting app and passport which I sent through the server file, and here I will write my routes of my application. The first route I am writing app dot get, okay, the route anonymous function, and here will be request response, and here will be response dot send, or I can write JSON welcome to my Node.js auth app. Okay, and I am going to open the Postman, and I am opening the command window, and also I need to start my MongoDB server, MongoDB, and in another shell I am going to Mongo users, and I had previously saved users database, so I'm going to delete it. db dot drop database and show dbs, and here I don't have any user file. Okay, and here I'm going to start my server, nodemon server.js, passport.js. Passport is not defined. Okay, I'm going to passport.js. Okay, module exports is equal to anonymous function and passport as a parameter, and I need to cut and paste it here. I am indenting the code a bit and saving it. And why it is not getting the passport? Because I am from the server sending the passport, but here I did not receive the passport parameter. So now I am receiving the passport from the server. Okay, let me see. Okay, server is running. I'm restarting and going to the server and giving a bit space. Okay, and starting the server again. Okay, so far so good. And I'm going to my Postman client tools, and here I'm writing the URL localhost 3000, and the get request I'm sending. Okay, request JSON is not a function. Aha, I made a mistake here. It will be not request, it will be response. Okay, I'm going it here. Yes, it is working now. Sorry for the mistake. So our get route is working. Now I am going to write other routes, and the first route here I am going to write is the app.post, and it will be sign up, and here will be anonymous function, and it will be request response, and here I'll write var new user is equal to new user, and here I will write email request body dot email, and another field will be password. Okay, and I can write user dot create user method. I am calling the create user method of user object here, and I will pass this new user and also a function either error or successful user. If any error happens, then response JSON. I can write an object. I can write like success user is not registered. Okay, else I forgot to write the boolean value of success false, and the message will be user is not registered. Okay, and same goes for here, success true and message will be user is registered. Okay, now I am sending this parameter to user model here with as a new user. Okay, and then okay, now I'm going to save it and going to my postman and checking the status of the code, and now I will try to register a user. So I'm writing sign up, and it will be the post method and body will be here. I'm writing the email and giving the value of email rakib@mail.com and password, for example 123456. Okay, this is post method. I am going to send it, and it is returning the success message, user is registered. Okay, and I am going to check it by going to Mongo's db dot users dot find dot pretty. So here is the user, so it is creating the user successfully. Okay, now I am going to create another route that is called app post login, and similarly it will be function, and here it will be request response, and here I am going to write var email is equal to request body email, and password, here also password, and Here I will write user dot get user by email method, and that I had written here, get user by email. So I am sending one email and I will receive the callback. Okay, so this is my function get user by email, and here I will write email and function error or user. Okay, and if error, then throw error, and if not user, return response JSON. I'm copying success false, and message will be no user found. Okay, if user is found, then we'll write another method, that is user dot compare password, which I have written here, compare password, and this method is receiving a password. Okay, so this compare password will receive password, and this password will be here, this password, and user dot password, and another function error and is match. Okay, and as usual it will be if error, throw error, otherwise if is match, that means if the password is matched, then token is equal to jwt dot sign method, and we'll have to supply some parameters, user and config secret, and also I can write expire in, so 604, or I can write this much. Okay, now I am generating the token, and I am going to return by writing response JSON, and I am writing success true, and token will be token, and user will be id, user dot underscore id, email, user dot email, password, user dot password. Okay, now if password doesn't match, so else, I'm checking one more time. Okay, in that case I'll write return response, I'm copying it, success false, and password does not match. So this much for now. So I'm going to save it, and I'm checking my server, it is okay, and I'm going to Postman, and I'm writing the login route, and I am passing these parameters, and let us see what happens, and the route will be post route. Let me see what happens. Login is not found. Post login. Oh, I did not use slash. Okay, I'm trying one more time. Yes, it is working. The success true, and it is returning the token. And this token will be used for next time validating the user, and it is also returning the ID, email, and password, which I supplied here. Yeah. Okay. So this is working. And if I write a wrong email, let me check. No user found. Okay. And right email but wrong password. Password does not match. Okay, it is working. Right email and right number. Okay. Okay, one more thing I did not check for the sign up. If I use the same username and password, what will happen? So the user is not registered. No, the message is wrong. The user is sign up. Yes, user is not registered. Okay, now I need to write another route, that is user profile, and it is the get route. And here I am going to write slash profile, and here I want to use a middleware that is called passport.authenticate and JWT and session false and function request response. And here I am going to write response.json and user request. Okay, and the final route that I am going to write is app.get logout function request response request log out and response redirect to root. Okay, so if any profile is requested from the client end, then this passport authenticate middleware will be checked first. If the user is authenticated, then it will proceed with the user information, otherwise it will not be proceeded. Okay, this is the process. Okay, now let us check. And before that I am checking, yes, service is running properly. And I am going to log in first, and here I will write mail.com and this password. Okay, and it is working. Now I am copying the before doing that I am trying to write profile, and it will be the get route profile get route, and user is not defined, routes file 48 line. Okay, passport authenticate. Oh, I did not use the bracket here. Okay, control C. Okay, function. So okay, user is unauthorized. Okay, now what I will have to do, first I will have to log in. For example, this or this, I am logging in and I am copying the token from here, and I am going to the profile route, and here I am writing authorization, and here the value I am going to paste that token, and here I am writing authorization. With this profile route I am providing the token here, then I am sending. Okay, to solve the problem I need to make some changes. First of all, I need to change here in the passport file. Here, if I see the JWT underscore payload, I will see the ID is within the doc and underscore ID. So I am writing in this way and saving it. And in the routes file, I must make a change here. And now I'm going to the postman, and with this credential I'm sending, and this is the token that I get from successful login, and I'm copying this token and going to the profile, and with the header authorization I am going to paste that token here and sending this request to the server, and I'm getting back the response. Okay, so all of my API routes are working perfectly. This is the profile route and the login route and the sign up route. So if I use the logout, so I am redirect to the root route. So this is working. So we worked on here. This is config folder and database passport file, and this is model and users model file, and here is the routes, and route files are here, and I have written all the necessary routes here, and I used the passport JWT, passport JWT, that means Jsonwebtoken, as a passport strategy here. So I think this tutorial will be informative for you and you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any question, please leave it in the comments, and in future I will make some front end to use this API and try to complete the whole app. Thank you for watching.